We awake early the day's hour, Angelina dear, and again drink the dew from the flowers here. You pick a new rose to carry.
We think we hear the rose laughing and that we can even see it smiling.
The rose speaks of what is so. I am the rose that blows laughing into the world's boughs, until my tassels tear again when I throw my petals on the garden. Cherish me, for I represent the strife, the fragility, and impermanence of life. I live in my prime, but for just a while. First, I'm flowering and free, a child, but then I am fragile, and finally, forlorn. When my beauty is past, my petals float, torn to earth, and all that's left is the thorn. But while I live, I am full of power, the queen of all the flowers.
Like the rose, we will grow old one day, sir, and then throw our treasure back to earth.
Thorns have roses.
When I was young, I wildly embraced many causes, including monkhood, and searched for all the becauses. But I haven't any regret, for I enjoyed my life as such yet, when I was young and wet.
Yes, me too. For every age has its own charm and lore, much like the different lights of evening, noon, and morn. There are always new worlds to explore, and each year seems to get better, more.
Yes, just when you think you've done it all, you rise up to the next level, tall, building on what's been done before, and then do everything better even more. As for feeling old, it is only a state of mind there, I must say, as I playfully toy with your hair.
Keep playing. Here's what I am told. The day one stops being playful and bold is the day that one begins to get old.
She sees, here we find the remains of a ghost town, my angel, and another cemetery's lawn, where we see a man sitting next to a grave and stone. What are you doing, man? I ask.
I'm waiting for this dead and buried man to come back from death's land and tell me what it's like on the other side. I've been waiting here 10 years now.
What have you learned from where he lies, she wonders.
Nothing. I fear that perhaps ideas may die when the mind turns to dust and flies, that there can be no unique breath and enduring identity after death without the brain and its memory's worth, just as there wouldn't be any before birth.
It could very well be that death is mindless and quite senseless.
Well, if no one comes back to tell me it about, I will just have to die to find it all out.
We will all die someday, my child, so you might as well live your life in the meanwhile. Remember, your warm body full of bloom is worth 10,000 lying in the tomb. Live while you're still full of life's tune. By these verses, let your lamp of life relume.
The man thinks a while to find. Currents flash signals through his living mind as chemicals decode the impulses in kind.
The man sits. We're all a part of nature, so to nature we must return. He's gone off in another direction, but I can still hear his diction.
The man adds, I sprang from the soil, born to live and die. Then I beheld life's font and drank it dry. I may not live forever, Jan, but my words and deeds will live on. As for me, I must go back, whence I came by. I must return to earth and die.
Everyone dies, but not everyone lives.
I know where purgatory is, the answer to the quiz, she claims.
Where is it?
It's on the planet Venus, horrid, because that's where sulfur's acid rains down from the skies that pour it.
Must be.
I know where hell is done.
Where? Wait, I know. It's got to be in the sun.
Of course, there's no place hotter than that one.
And we know where heaven is, don't we?
Yes, we do. It's so lovely, even though it is the world's best-kept secret. Earth is its name. Now out it's let.
Let us stroll ever onward, feeling rather heavenly. We're sleeping our worth, and eating from our lover the earth, sensing all of its charms, treasures, joys, and mirth.
The universe has our well-being at stake here, in the general sense, in the long run, dear.
But not in the specific sense, because it's plain one's home could float away if there's too much rain. Then the worms will come out again.
Worms are wonderful too, all of them, but even though so, some people hate them.
So we're all in this together, you, me, and the worms.
Yes, there's a subtle interlinked complexity to life.
The earth is the best of all possible worlds of life.
Yes, all is right with the world by good chance. Even though it may not seem so at first glance, what with the calamities of nature and so forth. But it couldn't really work any other way, for it's hard to argue with the balance that works.
Right, the food chain works, the climate works, everything works.
I note it begins to rain by chance, and way off in the distance I can hear people cursing at the rain.
I never curse the rain in vain, for without water there would be no life the same.
My blood runs warm like the fire of the sun at noon.
My spirit is swept by the swelling moon. So, we're all in this together, you, me, and the worms.
Yes, there's a subtle interlinked complexity to life.
The earth is the best of all possible worlds of life.
Yes, all is right with the world by good chance, even though it may not seem so at first glance, what with the calamities of nature and so forth. But it couldn't really work any other way, for it's hard to argue with the balance that works.
Right, the food chain works, the climate works, everything works.
Water is in me.
The air flows through me.
Earth's rhythm is always playing our tune to beat.
Earth, air, fire, and water, that's life's recipe.
How is it that everything works on Earth if it's so rare?
Well, think of it this way, Fair. If it didn't work, then we wouldn't be here to even think about its thrall, so it's not so very remarkable after all.
I propose a toast to life, seeing as we're here. I raise myself up, I am the cup,
Then as my chalice I lift you up.
and take of me a sup,
I drink deep the wine that satisfies love's thirst.
before the winds of change dry you up first.
And here's another toast. Drink the lifeblood of the grapes you've sown, before pressing time squeezes out what's grown.
And the closing poem, do toast with thy chalice that all be known. To life's red wine I give all that I own.
We'll walk away the day, making an early camp to stay so we can warm again together that way.